What is going on, everybody? My name is Jacob Forster, and welcome back to the Callisto Protocol. This should be our final episode here. Trying to get through and beat this here on the last chapter. Very excited to see what is going to be in store for us here for the ending. Seeing how this whole thing resolves. That little cellmate, he's still going crazy. But yeah. Thank you all for the patience as well. I know we're juggling a few games at a time here, but glad to have us be back in action in this area. Why is it so dark over here, by the way? It's like too dark. Okay, but yeah, we just recently got put in prison. One of the robots took us, and Dr. Mahler managed to capture Danny for us for some reason. We're not too sure. I'm gonna stick with this thing for now. And she wants us to go to her. Yeah, there she is. And she's helping us now, even though she's the one who implanted this chip in the back of our neck. So I'm still really, really curious to see if we are, like, how we're connected to all of this stuff that's been happening. What makes us special? Oh no. The stomping begins. The stomping begins. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get a ton of cool stuff and I can't actually hold on to it. Let's see. Oh my! Oh my god! I hate these things so much! So much, man! Oh my... I knew this was a little suspicious. It had nothing in it except for pain. Just pain. Perfect. Oh look, a reforge though. That's nice. Do I even have anything really to sell right now? Oh, I do. I have a CPU printer. Bye-bye. 1,000? Not bad. Not bad at all. 3 slots left. Is there really anything I want to sell right now? I got 1300. Yeah, maybe I should increase the damage of this thing. But then again, don't really want that. I mean, that could be good. Just having a little bit more ammo will actually free up inventory space. Don't care about stability. Yeah, really the only thing is either upgrading these. Don't care. Don't care. That might be great, but again, when you're smacking people, it's more of just a way to get them down and off of you. So let's just do high capacity mag for this bad boy. And that will actually free up some inventory space. So maybe we can get some general upgrades as we move along. Alright, sweet. Very cool. Reload it now? How many does it hold? 20 shots. Not bad at all. What's going on in here? Oh, resources! Oh, I should have checked all this beforehand. Riot gun. Cool, glad I have some more of that. Hand cannon, some more creds. Ooh, I like the coloring in this area. That's cool. Get out of here, you stinker. Anything else to grab right here? No. Let's check over here. I see some glowing objects. Sweet. Health and more hand cannon. And, oh yeah, I still need to test out the brand new hand cannon that I have. Which should give us explosive rounds now. So I want to see what these are actually like when I use them. We'll try to use some more fun items as we go along in the end part of this game. Hello? Oh, is that a two-headed one? Oh, what the heck? Hi. Please don't turn around. Please. Oh, it is a two-headed one. Can I? No, we can't backstep. That absolutely does not work. Ooh, do I have the wrong gun equipped? I might have the wrong gun equipped. Wait, which one is the... This is the one. This is the one that I want. Okay, so that's the explosive round. Interesting. Get out of there. Get out of there, Jacob. Get out of there, Jacob. Where are you going? Where are you going? So that uses 5 bullets. That's pretty insane. Okay, we're switching over to something else, please. Yes. Woo! Get out of there. Get out of there. Get him. Dodge it. Oh, boy. Dodgy, dodgy. Woo! Go, go, go. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Come on. Oh, let's go. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Give me your goodies. CPU printer. That's about 1,000 right there. Appreciate it. All right, well, let's keep moving. Let's find that fuse, which I'm assuming is just, yeah, just right there. Get out of here. I don't want to see you ever again. Okay, yoinkus. Awesome. I love this little computer room, server room thing. I love all the environments in this game. It's all been so fantastic exploring through this whole area.
UJC printing at your service.
Reforge. Bye-bye. Okay, cool. So then now, again, don't care. Swarming rounds could be interesting, but I don't really have a problem hitting people. If anything, I would want that, but it would cost 2,400 in total just to even get there. This one has explosive rounds, which should, again, could be cool, but don't really care too much. Burst mode, 5-round burst, alternative fire. This one ends up having homing rounds. So I think, honestly, the best thing I want right now is just a damage upgrade to this guy.
Stand by.
And then from here, I guess we can work on upgrading some of the weapons, I guess, a little bit further. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, good enough. Good enough for me. It's fuse time, baby. Alright, what weapon do I want to have out right now? Let's do this guy. I haven't used this one for a bit, it seems. Health injector. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated.
What was going on here?
Ah. Oh. Oh, scare me.
Every choice in your life has led you here. To this place. This moment. But what choice will you make, Jacob? Will you remain as you are? Or will you choose to become something greater?
I'm gonna remain as I am, Warden. You're a little weird. So they're spying on every prisoner here. So this is a one-way mirror. CPU printer, again, wow, they're really giving us everything. I'm gonna be very upset if this chapter is literally just walking up and just fighting a boss and then ending. It's just like, oh, okay, game's over, 10 minutes.
The choice is yours.
Super short playthrough for y'all. I'm gonna sell this as well. Okay, well, is there anything else that I do want to buy? 2,700, more ammo. 1,200. Nah, I'm just gonna hold on to what I have. Wait till I get 2,700 for potentially something different. But yeah, there's one-way mirrors monitoring everyone, including us. This is the one next door. Oh, this is cool. Cool to see. Oh, there he goes. Dr. Tulla. Ah! Oh my gosh! You came through quick, dude! No. You don't get to hit me. I get to hit you. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Just trying to read the fun things. Tala is mean. Observation.
Observation log. Subject 324-980 exhibits an intriguing mix of characteristics, most notably an enhanced will to survive. Recommend extraction and induction into the program.
Is that our friend? Oh, is that our... I keep wanting to call him the wrong name. I have the wrong name for him every single time. Oh, you're finally free! Not for long. Step on him. Alright, can I go into your thingy? No. Okay, bummer. Alright, let's unlock this. Please and thank you. Slicey, slicey. Psych block. Alright, what are we gonna find in here? A lot of goodies. A lot of right. No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I hate these things so much. It's the worst, man. It is the worst. Ah, the psych block. This is cool. See, this guy's all messed up. Okay, just making sure he doesn't come to life here. Like you. Like you. I knew one of you would. Oh, dang it. Oh! Oh, here it comes! Block him. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, gotta get big boy. Gotta get big boy. Oh, my gosh. My face. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna do my best. Oh, I can't even... I couldn't even shoot it. It didn't even let me. There's no reaction time. You just get snagged by these guys. Oh, thanks for the health gel. I really appreciate that. All right. Buddy, you're gonna be toast here. Did he die? I hope he died. I think he did die. That's great. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Oh, that was great how he just fell and died like that. That was perfect. Okay, so they got some solitary confinement in some of these areas. Maybe testing to see how this infection works when you're isolated from anything else. Nope, not today. Oh no! Ouchie. Thank you for the creds. Ooh, stompy stompy, what do we get? More tactical pistol ammo. Even more. Man, these guys do not stop. Okay. Where did you come from? Oh no, oh no. Are you one of the ones that explodes? Or exploded now? Ow! Alright, come here. Okay, stomp, 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 stomp. Good. Good, good, good. Glad I left that explosive there. Okay, this looks like a worker? Died in the, little area? Nothing in here. And I can't go into this room, so let's keep moving forward.
Down the stairs. You're getting closer.
Thanks, Dr. Mahler. Appreciate you. Oh, look at this. This is awesome.
Some bad stuff happened here.
Literally right below where you were being held captive this whole time. Hi. Nope. 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 Oh, he just turned into chunks. He just turned into chunks. Up, up. Yeah, get those tentacles out of here. I don't care about your tentacles. Nobody cares about your tentacles. Okay, health kit. I'll take it. I was about to scream if that was gonna be a one of the little jumpers. Smushy, smushy. Pristine energy converter. Awesome. They're giving me a lot of stuff here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is a trap. This is the biggest trap I've ever seen. Are they gonna pop out of the thingies? The mortuary things? Or the ceiling. That works too. Oh, come here. Get out of here. Get out of here. 105 creds, perfect. Okay, how are we looking on our inventory space? Not too bad. I'm trying to figure out what I should use right now. This one only has 5 shots left, so let's move over to... I guess we can do... Load this guy. Quick reload. That's our standard pistol. And then let's reload this one as well. Do a little inventory management on the fly. And then jump back over to this guy. So this has the most ammo at the moment. Blow him up! Blow him up! Yeah! Oh, you're not dead? Now he's dead. Sweet. Okay, we got a few different pathways here. Nice. I love that they give you like 100 for each of those little guys. Juggling him. There's no way. He kept going through all that. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Darn. He didn't give me anything. Oh no, there it is. It's health gel. And riot gun. Okay, let me figure out where I'm actually supposed to go. Nice. Okay, this is locked. Can I hop over? No. Okay. Alright, we're going down. See where this takes us. See where this leads. Oh boy. Psych Block 1, A11C. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. I hate these things. Just to be safe. Oh, I have no more ammo. Wonderful. Oh. Very satisfying. Thank you. Yank that out of there. So that's a one path. Oh, it is super overgrown down here. Let me see what's over in this direction first, though. So that's where I just jumped down. I knew it! I knew it! Oh boy. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Nice, 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 nice. This guy's gurgling. He's going crazy. Ah, fuse required. Got it. So definitely need to go through the vent over here. Six shots. Keep at it until we're out. I honestly should probably be conserving some of my ammo as I move through this game. Oh, oh, where'd that body go?
Moving forward, Jacob.
Thank you. I will.
Danny's condition is worsening. You must go faster.
Why?
I'm coming.
Oh, you know what? I just realized. I'm wondering if this is not actually Dr. Mailer. Maybe it's the director, the warden, using like a fake voice changer or something. You know what? Let's swap that real quick. And I'm gonna go to this standard pistola. Oh, invisible guys. Don't like you guys. Whew. Almost forgot that you guys existed. You guys are scary. Ah, this is the other side of the wall. Cool. Let's open this up, cut it. So now I can go back anytime, but... Wait, why am I still on this one? It keeps putting me on the wrong weapon. Like, you all are seeing me switch over to these things, and it's not doing it properly. What is this? Oh, the gate fuse. Cool. Nope. Perfect. Just gotta say no. Just gotta say no. Alright, what do we got up here? Lore.
Hurry, Jacob. We're running out of time.
Take an achievement. Or not achievement. Thingy. Who's that by? Talia? Tala. Take it.
After 2 weeks in the program, Subject 324-980 exhibits remarkable physical enhancements, though his mental state is deteriorating rapidly. Flag the subject for Mahler. Maybe this will help get Cole off our backs.
Interesting. Who are you? Squishy, squishy. Oh. I was like,
You're nearly here.
it's not opening. Yeah, I don't really trust you. But then again, why would she unlock the doors? So I guess I do trust her a little bit. It just seems suspicious. Whatever's going on right now seems a little suspicious. Reforge. That's good. I'll take it. Nothing in either? That's surprising. Let's open this bad boy up. Grab one of these ones. Oh yeah.
Please make a selection.
Sell you. I've got 4 of these now. Let's sell at least 2 of them. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm using a little too much of my ammo. Okay, we're probably gonna go back to sneaking, I would say. We're almost at 2,700. I'm not gonna sell anything else. Or at least everything is well stocked and has a lot of space. The mezzanine, M123. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. Loot box? Is it gonna be one other one of the grabbers? If it's another grabber, I'm gonna scream. Oh! Why? Why? It's the worst, man. It's the worst fate imaginable. It's so utterly suspicious. All right, I'm gonna use one of the 2 that I had. Yeah, it doesn't even fill me to full, so it's good that I kept 2. Oh. Nasty. Let's keep making it through. No, don't put away your gun, Jacob. We're just getting started. Alright, that's it. Not dealing with you. Spitting all over me. I'm always surprised at how much money they give you, to be honest. Oh, we're back here. Oh, I recognize this. Oh, this is where we first encountered the robots. The old robots. Oh, very interesting. I like this kind of full circle thing that we got going on. I'm like seeing these environments in a different light. Seeing how they've changed, how much more overgrown it's gotten in just this short time that we've been running around here. Alright, definitely got to utilize all these fans. Another two-header? No. Can I actually hit him? I don't think so. That is not the right weapon. That's not what I equipped. There we go. There we go. Okay, where you at? Where you at? Nice. Quickly. Jacob won't run. Oh my gosh. I'm upset. Okay, can I not actually melee them? Oh, I can. Okay. Cool. Get out of there. See if I can find another explosive. Just laying around here. Hi. Run, Jacob, run. Crap. Oh! Oh! I didn't see him running around. I couldn't see him. I didn't think it was that close. It's fine. Everything's fine. Come here. I'm not gonna deal with you from afar anymore. Oh, nice block. Get out of the way. Yeah. Oh, dodgy. He's got no head though, so yeah, easy peasy. Sick. Another health injector. Oh, I could have just thrown him into that fan. It's cool. All right, so just immediately switch to this one. Nice. Little assault rifle action. We got our little thing that we can throw. Right there. Anything else, though? Okay. Well, it got stuck in the floor. Awesome. Great start. That's an exploder right there. About to die. This is wonderful. I can't run in here. Very unfortunate. I'm gonna use the little guy. Okay, run. Come on. Ooh. Block it, block it. Dodge it, Jacob. There we go, there we go. See you later. Cool. Nice. I don't think I used too much resources getting through him. I mean, I used a bit, used quite a bit, but we're much better now. Let's see what we can snag around town. Some creds, okay. 29, not bad. Test lab, that one's closed to my knowledge. The guy is still in here? No, he came out. Okay, so he went through a vent and tried to come at us. That was the one I think that exploded himself. Let's see where we go from here. Okay, we can go through that door. Nothing over here. Anything at the very end? Nice. Resources, please. Right gun and health gel. Ooh, that'll be very helpful. Thank you. Sweet. Assault rifle times 25. Love it. Okay, I'm learning to love this assault rifle a bit more just because it's such a quick succession of shots, and you find typically a lot of ammo for it as you move through. I swear, if you're another jumper... Man, the game really hates us. This game really hates the player. They're just like, oh yeah, you're at the end of the game. We're just gonna give you all the resources. JK, you're just gonna continue to get grabbed. All right, sweet. Let's keep going. Subject 0. File missing. Interesting. We're not subject 0, are we? Are those turrets? I think those are turrets.
Defensive systems powering down.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Doc.
Get inside, now!
No. You got any goodies? No, okay. All right, fine, let's get in here. See what this is all about. What do we have here? Experimentation from Edward Bates. Achievement unlocked, Grim Reaper. What was that?
Subject 324-980. Can you hear me?
Ooh.
I can hear it in my head. Make it stop! Make it stop!
Creepy. Wonder what that's all about. Okay, this one's empty. This really is kind of taking in a way, a Resident Evil approach, where you're going through initially fighting like zombies or infected or whatever else it may be. And as you go further along into it, you find out that there's this secret society. You find this giant lab that's creating bioweapons. So really, this is Resident Evil 9 in space.
The lab.
Oh,
At the heart of the
lab.
prison.
There we are. The lab. Exactly as I was mentioning.
Here.
Ew. Those are the grabbies. Oh my gosh.
Experimenting on the prisoners. Figures.
Jacob's just now catching up.
How long were they doing this? Was the UJC behind this too?
More than likely. He's, looks very
Looks
human.
like they were trying to see how long it takes to turn into those those things.
Interesting. Anything else over here? So pristine and clean in here. So obviously the infection hasn't really spread other than being contained within these things. I assume they're trying to make like super soldiers or something.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay.
I said, what are you doing?
It's only an inhibitor to slow the rate of infection.
You said you could cure her.
I can, with your help. Do you have to trust me?
Sure.
You're wasting time, and she doesn't have much.
All right, fine. Do whatever you need to do.
To be fair, Jacob, she's either dead
Soon
or
everything will become clear.
dead for her shooting something in
Why
her.
don't you start by telling me about this?
You saw the recordings. You know what happened on Europa.
I have no idea what happened on Europa. I wasn't there when the attack happened.
No, but she was. Are you sure you really want to?
Yes!
Do you wish?
What is going on?
Gave you what you wanted. The curse of knowledge.
Oh, we're gonna live her
Core is
info.
linked with hers now. Or at least it will be once the sync is complete. The data won't transfer immediately, but her memories will fill in the gaps, give you the answers you seek.
Okay. Just tell me how we can cure her.
You can use this to synthesize an antidote, but you'll need to extract a sample from the Warden's elf.
Is what?
The goal of this madness is ridiculous protocol. During the original outbreak, a colonist known as Subject Zero demonstrated a unique ability to synthesize the biophage, to control it.
Yeah, I heard in the recording something about bigger, stronger.
The next phase of human evolution.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was
Superhumans.
killed during the Arca's sterilization. Now, the Warden seeks to replicate the conditions of the original outbreak, hoping to recreate Subject Zero as Subject Alpha.
Got it, got it.
Releasing the virus into the prison?
As he would say, evolution doesn't happen in the lab, it happens in the wild.
But how can he do this? There's no way he can cover this up.
He's not acting alone. He's part of a group. Dating back centuries, they seek to
Secret
control
society.
the progress of human... She's waking.
Oh. Hey.
Be careful, Jacob. Once synthesized, the antidote will contain the only pure essence from his alpha. He'll want it more than anything. It's the key to all he seeks.
What about you?
I played my part in all of this as well. There's no escape for me. Black Iron is where I belong.
So she's not completely
It's you.
absolved from things.
Happened.
Or at least not in her
Doesn't matter,
mind.
we got what we
She's
need.
just like, I did what I
Let's go
did,
finish
but I'm
this.
staying here.
Come on.
Oh, and she's just gone.
Like something's inside my head.
Am I playing with my lighter?
Over.
Hey, just hold on. We'll be there soon.
Hi, friend. Wait, this is such a cool image. This is definitely like thumbnail worthy. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. It has to be the thumbnail. I just need to get a good angle with Jacob. Too bad the lighting isn't better for Jacob here. Okay, whatever. Why are we haunted by the memory of our shipmate? That's creepy. That's really creepy. Oh. Hey, what are you doing, man?
Did you see that?
See what?
Nothing.
Oh, we're freaking out. Glad Danny's okay. For now.
Elevators ahead. Should get us up to the tower.
the tower. Cool. Is our friend gonna be the ultimate life form? Because we saw the blood coming from the ship, so it seems like he was gone. That'd be an interesting twist. Of all the prisoners that they did all this work on, ended up being our shipmate, which I sadly forgot his name at this point. We heard his name like twice at the very beginning of the game. Not really much sense. Okay. Oh, there we go.
What happened back there?
You look at
I
her.
remember of those robots jumping us.
Mahler's helping us get the cure.
And you trust her?
Not much else to do, to be honest.
Choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, what are we getting into? Oh, that's a cool door system.
What is all this?
Just the warden's apartment.
It's definitely not the UJC.
Then who is it?
It's the secret society, of course. Got a cool cherry blossom bonsai. A meteorite or asteroid. Ancient Roman, I assume Roman, thingy. Some busts with strange golden masks. Dead person. Maybe it's just a display. A holy text, some kind. We don't know. Village de Petra. I'm sure that is something that I'm familiar with. More golden masks. Interesting. This is cool. The stark contrast of this area is honestly such an interesting thing here.
Data transfer complete.
What the hell?
Oh, I'm in her memories now. Oh, this is cool.
Danny, where are you?
Man, this whole area is very Blade Runner-esque. What I wouldn't do to walk around in Los Angeles Blade Runner.
You're inside Danny's
Eat some noodles.
Seeing the truth of Europe. A diluted test sample released from one of our labs. A tragedy that inspired everything Cole is doing here at Black Island.
Oh yeah, what's going on with the music box? I need to know about the music box. Look at that Tron-esque bicycle. They're kind of cool. 1 hour implants. Not by licensed technician. Yeah, where's the music box? I'm sure when we find the music box, it'll explain everything. I hear it. But where is it? Dance club. Max. Max is the name.
Let me go. Look at it. Look at it. What are you talking about? You see? Do you see?
Jacob, what do you got there?
What we got here is none of our business.
Ah, I see.
Now, come on. We have a job to do.
I see. Very interesting.
This was our fault.
Lily! No, 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 no. No! Sorry. I tried to protect you.
Very interesting.
You didn't deserve that.
Europa wasn't a terrorist attack. They doctored the footage to cover up what they were planning to test at Black Iron. And the cargo that we transported played a part in both.
I could have stopped this. But I didn't. You made the wrong choice. Now how are you gonna make it right?
Very interesting. Okay, so I assumed there was something going on. I'm curious why he lost all the memory of it, though. Or what made him lose the memory of it.
Jake, what's wrong with you?
Oh, hi.
Hey, come on. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. We're almost there.
No, I can feel it.
Is it eating her brain?
In my head.
Stay here. I'm gonna come back when I get the cure.
I can take care of myself.
Okay.
Make him pay for what he's done.
All right. A little bit of my fault, too, apparently. I should probably pull out the big guns. Just to be safe. Oh, Reforge? Okay, doesn't seem like we're fighting anything big immediately. We'll stick with this one. Reforge time.
UJC Printing. Have a united day.
Energy converter, pristine decoder, and the CPU printer. 4,300, wow. Okay, we got a lot of good stuff here then. What do I want to upgrade? I could buy more things, to be honest. Grievous print with the addition of foregrip to reduce weapon recoil. I don't really care too much about that, to be honest. 3,600? Why does that one cost so much? That's the most expensive one. No, that one's really expensive too. I kind of... I mean, that could be good, but... I feel like we're going to use the baton less and less as we keep going throughout this. But for the few that we're going to run into, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Operate responsibly.
Please operate responsibly. Nice.
Finished.
And as much as I've sold ammo over time, I might actually just buy some ammo. Unless I want to upgrade this one for 1,200. But that seems pretty expensive. 1,200 and then another 12. So I would need 24 in total. One bullet, 47. You know, I've got quite a good amount in the riot gun. I could try using that for a bit. Let's see how this works. And I'm actually going to save it right here, just in case I need to come back and kind of reconfigure any firepower. Who knows? Who knows? As I'm going throughout. But yeah, we'll stick on this gun for now. I want to see what this thing looks like. Okay. Whoa! Didn't mean to make you go launching. Grip. Oh, another one. And more riot gun. We got an explosive here. Health gel, sweet. Oh, they're giving us a lot of stuff. This is definitely worrying. Very worrying. Is that more health gel? It is. I don't need it yet. That works. More explosives up there. Dude, they're really buffing us up here. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I grabbed it. More health. This is so concerning. Okay. Maybe I will switch to the big guns. Is this where I go? Wait, where am I going? Was this not the right way? Oh, there's just... No, there's no door here. Oh, it's right here.
The greater risk is in failing to act, especially when the commonality is finally within our grasp.
Blast him. Blast him.
Right on time. He approaches. The survivor.
Am I supposed to be Alpha? Yeah, because I'm not getting infected.
Where's the Alpha? Just give me the goddamn antidote.
Yeah, it's us.
I'm not gonna let her die.
Your friend. I've been watching you. You and your so-called friend. You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival.
The survivor.
Huh? Watching people die for fun? Is that your protocol?
No. You are mistaken, Mr. Lee. The protocol isn't about death. It's about life. Our future lies out there. Our
yes.
destiny.
Earth.
We were not built for life in space. This fragile shell holds us back. We have to evolve if we are to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you'll all see why. Proof that my methods are worth the risk. A final contest to determine the true
Oh, perfect.
humanity. Or my alpha.
Oh, so he's the Alpha. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Well, fine.
Not Captain Ferris.
Thank you. At first I thought this was a curse, but then I realized it is a gift. Open my eyes, show me my pelvis.
Gross.
I'm gonna show you.
Is that so? Is that so? Quickly! Oh, come on, come on! Let me switch over. You saying I'm weak, huh? Okay. Okay, well, it's not. There we go. Oh, he's too fast. He's too fast.
You can never escape me.
I just want to switch off to a better gun. This one. Yep, that looks good to me. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Am I gonna die? Because my health is really low. Get him, get him, get him, get him, blast him. Okay, bring me over there, that's fine. Kick me, I don't care. Oh. Dude!
Are you trying to run from what you've done?
No! I'm just trying to save this girl. Gosh dang it. No, no! Oh my gosh. So brutal. This game is so brutal with the death cutscenes. Okay, am I gonna just, yep, there it goes. Okay, starting from a good spot now. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Kick me over there, I don't care. Get up. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Blocky? Swappy? Miss me? I'm gonna have to what? I love how he just tries talking. But every time I just smack him. He can't say anything. Oh, he kept going. Okay.
No one to save you now.
What?
No more tricks. No escape this time. I've beaten you. I've beaten everyone. I told you. What's happening to me?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh my god!
He has tiny fingers on each of his fingers.
There's always a price.
Quick little blast and we're fine. What in the world? Switch over to this one. Oh! Ow! Woo! 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 It's no good. This is no good. This is no good. Oh! Move, Jacob, move! Ooh! This is why. This is exactly why I didn't pick up the health things earlier. Oh, I can't jump. Ooh! Oh no. Where's it gonna restart me? Oh, right here. What am I supposed to do for that? I wonder. Ow. Oh, ooh, that's a good. Oh, that's a good strategy. Pick them up and throw them at him. Grab some health. Grab some health. Grab some health. Oh. Got more of them? Ow. Woo! Woo! Faster, faster. Oh my gosh, faster. Oh no! Oh, what? These death scenes are disrespectful, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I thought I was at least a little bit far enough away from him. Okay, I used an entire magazine. Okay, where are these little guys? I can't see them. Okay, decent strat, decent strat. Run, Jacob, run. Ow, 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 ow. Oh no! Get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, I'm literally seconds from dying. So I'm gonna find some health gel. Oh, oh! Get out of there, get out of there! Heal, heal, heal! Do you have time? I did. Incredible. Incredible. Oh my gosh! Come on, come on. Okay, this is staggering him a ton, which is awesome. Oh! Did we do it? Whoo! Nice. Give me your juices. Ooh, right in his eyeball. Nasty. He's got to have another phase, right?
Hold on, Danny.
Or
You think
big
you've
boy.
beaten us?
Yeah. Big boy.
Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel. But
You say
in
that now, huh?
sample is the key to unlocking a centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. That's progress. And it belongs to me.
No, I don't think so.
This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there. To take you back to the life you once had. We can both have everything we want.
I don't think so.
Tell me, Mr. Lee, what do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker!
Oh.
A valiant effort. But surely you know by now.
Yeah,
I
he wouldn't
never
be here.
lose.
No. This time you do.
Come on, Danny.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you...
Self-destruct sequence.
Goodbye, Miss Nakamura. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Not really. Not really. It's been a nightmare.
This way.
Are we gonna have to run through with a timer?
Run!
Oh yeah.
Move!
Oh yeah. There's no time for for the printers anymore.
Hurry!
This is great. This is great. Danny! Danny, we gotta go!
We gotta get to the escape pods.
In a lot of moments, especially with his suit, it feels like I'm playing a really, really polished Mass Effect. Is there only one pod?
There's just one.
Of course. We can both fit. Just squeeze in real tight. Okay, sure.
No! You don't know what you're doing!
I didn't. But I do now. I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. For everything.
Huh.
I do belong here.
Don't do this!
See you later.
Jacob! Jacob!
Data transfer.
That transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, I didn't realize he had also given me the evidence I was looking for all along. And sacrificed his life so that I could expose the truth. Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused? Or just chasing some kind of redemption?
There it is.
Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Oh, can we keep playing in just like one final effort while this place explodes? That would be great.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all.
Oh no.
Temporary safeties activated.
But I'm going to need your help.
Okay. Of course he's still alive. Of course everybody's still alive. The Callisto Protocol. This is great. This is great. So apparently there's like a season pass for this game on Steam. Achievement unlocked, I do belong here. For DLC. So I'm wondering if that DLC is just the continuation of the story, or maybe like going into like the memories of Danny. I'm gonna cut this out. Music. But yeah, I'll jump back in here once the credits are done, in case there's anything at the end. Okay, so the credits finished and there was nothing else at the end, which is not completely surprising, as they really set up the end of the game to make you anticipate something more that was coming. But gosh, those credits lasted a long time, so I already lost my train of thought from earlier. But I'm very curious. I think I was talking about the DLC versus a setup for a second game. Very curious what they would do with DLC content that is in the works. They sold this game as either the base game or deluxe version that has a season pass. So I'm very curious how they're going to continue to release the content. I assume it's only going to revolve around Jacob going through Blackrock, trying to escape with Dr. Muller. Or it could be like remnants of Danny, like how she, like maybe anything leading up to finding Jacob and kind of interacting with him. So kind of a side-by-side parallel run as you're going throughout the game. That could be an interesting concept. But they definitely set this up for either a second game, DLC, both of those, whatever it might be. But as the whole credits were rolling, I was like reflecting on the game, and I actually tweeted out. Some of you may have seen it on my Twitter. And I honestly, I had such a blast playing through this. I didn't really kind of come into this game expecting anything in particular, other than just that it was a cool Dead Space-esque like horror game, survival horror game. And I know this is extremely upsetting for many people, but I've never played a Dead Space game, and I probably won't play any of them until the remake comes out of Dead Space 1. So I don't have any kind of preconceived ideas of what this game is potentially emulating, or not necessarily copying, but I don't know what may be kind of going along in the same kind of ideas or thoughts of the Dead Space games, the Dead Space trilogy. So for me, coming into this experience totally fresh, totally clean, really the closest I've ever gotten to space horror was probably Prey, the Arcane game, which I love sci-fi and I love horror, and I love when they combine the two together. Sci-fi horror is fantastic, and it creates such cool storytelling and environments that you can be in. And I think that's something that made me really like kind of the universe of this whole place even more. The game really does kind of present how the game is going to go, and like what's behind everything, like what's behind the curtain, through a lot of the little notes that you pick up in every section. I only listened to the audio logs. I know on every single person's audio logs, they had descriptors of the person, like how they became to BlackRock, their biometrics, their demographic kind of stuff. And I'm sure I could have gotten even more context out of that. But just listening to the audio logs, you could kind of get a pretty quick idea that, yes, there's a secret society. They're creating this universe and are wanting to find the perfect either bioweapon or specimen or something, and that they've created this virus and put it in this prison. The prison is a cover-up. So that was like a very obvious thing, I would say at least halfway, if not sooner, into the game. But I don't think this game is supposed to be something where you as the player are going, what? What is going on? Like, this is a huge revelation, or this is such a twist, and that's okay. Like, this game, as I like to explain it, I think a lot of people hyped it up as this fantastic brand new survival horror game. This is an action game, first and foremost, with horror elements kind of built around the core of action. And I think that really comes into play with the obvious nature of melee being the main focus support of this game, the dodging mechanics that you have to do. Like, you really can't escape any of these enemies. I know, I'm familiar with Dead Space, so I know in Dead Space you're supposed to like shoot off limbs of these creatures that are coming at you. In this game, yes, you can shoot off limbs, but they're still going to come at you, and they're going to come at you with speed. And unless you're ready to dodge, kind of move out of the way, or even do like the dumb block thing, you're going to need to be moving quickly, and you're going to have to kind of go through a lot of action sequences, especially with the stylized death sequences that happen both with your character and with the creatures, the infected. It's very obviously an action game at its core. And you know, I had a lot of fun. I had so much fun with that. And you know what this really reminded me of? It reminded me of some of the first times that I was playing through Gears of War when that game came out. That one is it has a lot of very similar themes, where it's a heavily bloody, gory experience. It's a third person. It's an action shooter. You have to do these sequences to kill some of these creepy, weird enemies. And I mean, I'd say Gears of War has some like light horror elements to it as well. But just the fun that I had for the first time ever playing Gears of War, I kind of felt some of that familiarity here in this game. It really goes to show to not judge a book by its cover. As my very first experience with this game, the first hour that I played it, it was, to be frank, I was kind of disappointed. And especially seeing so many people online talking about this game, having the exact same issues that I had with all the stuttering. The dodge mechanics and stuff just didn't really make sense at first. It wasn't really until my second playthrough that like you start to kind of realize that this mechanic is built in a different way than any other game, and you just kind of have to learn it. And obviously the stuttering was patched pretty well. I did have to still lower quite a few settings, and they're still patching the game as of me recording this. I think there was a patch earlier on in the day before I recorded this specific episode. So the game is actually probably going to be much better optimized by the time this video releases. But yeah, it hasn't been recently that I've found a game where after I finished doing a recording, I got up, did the edit, and then sat back down. I was like, I gotta play more of this. So the last part you saw, I recorded that about 2 hours ago. This part, I just sat back down. It's like 2 a.m, and I was just like, I really want to play this, and I really want to beat this. And that just speaks to the amount of fun that I've been having kind of getting through this thing. So the Callisto Protocol, great job. Great job with this overall. Again, it's sad that the initial release was a little rocky, and that led to a ton of mixed reviews. Specifically on Steam, it was under like not recommended for a long time, and then it switched to mixed once they did the update. But it sucks because it's hard to make a first impression as a brand new studio that hasn't made a game before technically. I know the original creator of this game came from the Dead Space series, but for a brand new studio to release a game that has a major bug, specifically for PC, that really puts a stain for anybody that's like, oh, should I check this out? It's a brand new game. It's a brand new series. Should I check it out? And it sucks. I feel bad for the developers in that area because I'm sure they did a lot of testing, a lot of QA, and I know people. I know people that are in the games industry, and they are, when they have releases, sometimes literally the night of release, something goes terribly wrong with a build. They have to push everything back, like in terms of like rolling back the versions, which can create so many other issues that weren't quality tested. And there's just so many things that can go wrong within the process. And when you've got a major game like this that has a specific release date, like all these developers and people working on the game were probably working up until the last hour overnight, doing anything that they could to make sure that this game was running well. And you can't push back a release date after it's like coming up, because there's press releases, there's all this media, there's all the people who've pre-ordered the game, pre-installed it. There'd be even more backlash, I think, if they're like, hey guys, the game needed a patch real quick and we need to fix it, so we're pushing it back a whole day. I think that probably would have been potentially worse, but it sucks that it had to be this kind of experience that on the day one for PC players, it was rough. It was definitely rough, but I'm glad to see that they've been very active in the community to try to fix all of these issues. They're listening to the community. They're listening on the Steam pages, on the reviews, on everything else. And they very quickly actually fixed a lot of what was going on initially with the stuttering. Of course, at this stage, my game really hasn't done much stuttering at all. Like, there were a few parts and pieces where it did kind of like slow down a little bit, but after the patch, I actually updated all of this to ultra graphics on everything, RTX, ray tracing reflection, shadows, everything. So this was like the highest quality like that the game can run. I think I lowered like 2 settings, just general ones, just to make sure it ran extra smooth. But it performed very well for post-patch update. But again, very excited to see what they continue to do with the series. I'll definitely want to explore any DLC that comes out with this game. Curious to see if they are going to be focusing on a second game with the release of this one. Hopefully they got enough traction, and hopefully the sales continue as the months go on with this game, and hopefully they get another look at if there is more DLC for the game, and maybe there's another rise in popularity for this one. But I definitely see this game being a kind of a nice footing for this developer, and a game that hopefully people will look back on and be like, yeah, this was a great little game that everyone was just kind of taking a dump on at first, but I think people will realize as they continue through it that it really is great. Using the different mechanics of like the glove, the shooting, the melee, the dodging, the environments to take out enemies, like it really is something that you're just not used to. And you really do need to kind of learn that and kind of figure out what you as a player like in terms of the mechanical function of how you play the game. Because I'm sure a lot of people were just going in guns blazing every time. Maybe some people were only using melee, dodges, block, counters, because you could upgrade that. For me, like, I really like the glove with the melee, with occasional shooting kind of coming in there. But yeah, just great experience for me, and just so much fun. But again, I could always go on these rants for a very long time. But for now, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for coming out for this video. If you enjoyed it, the series, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings and what you thought about this game as a whole. And if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so. Hit that bell notification that we know exactly when I'm uploading any new videos. If you'd like to see any more content from me, you're welcome to follow me on any of my other socials like my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, got a Discord channel, and a bunch of other cool things, always listed in the description down below. But of course, that all being said, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Later.